From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Right there, 56. Three bugs.
Down.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Stidham looking for Harry. He airs it out, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Broncos' 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stidham now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Stidham. And that will be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
On the double.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bauman. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bauman. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First and 10.
On first down, Michel, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They find some open field here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies. They tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Bauman. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Denver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Yep.
Ball. Be ready. Be ready. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, Zoo. Let's get it.
Operating from the gun, Bauman. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Ready?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now it's Stidham. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel, he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Stidham. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. He's going to go deep for Funchess. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
That's track. Hey, wahoo! Check 55 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bauman going deep for Eifert. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now Edelman. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Stidham sets to throw on 1st. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now it's Stidham. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. On first down, Michelle. Oh, the ball is out. Michelle lost it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Go now, 50, plant.
Hey, watch your legs.
Greystone, travel. 5.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
From the gun, Bauman. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively to make the play, Joejuan Williams. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Bauman. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Ready,
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Michelle, and unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Open man is Anderson. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
It's complete to Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyler Lockett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead is now 13. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and they're right back where they started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Ballman. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And two stop.
And the Broncos first down.
Hey, let's go. Come crash. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Ready?
On first down, Bauman. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ballman. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And it's Michel once again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground is Michel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Michel. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Stidham, third down from the gun. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Stidham to Michel on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Second down, Stidham to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Go, go.
Now Stidham. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Going for the right side here. Complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep to... a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to let it. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Denver, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.